So I agreed to help them, which everything was fine at the time.
I agreed to help them. That's where we're going.
Yes.
Mr. Ward, do you understand?
Yes.
That's
so I made him a check for $4,800, and on the check I put loan on it, and which I have a copy of.
You have a copy of the check?
I do not have a copy of the check.
Did he put loan in the memo?
I do not remember that.
May I see the check, please?
Sure.
I mean, it's easy to put a loan in the memo. You have the original check?
The original check, no, but I went to the bank and got the copy.
I know you got a copy.
Yeah.
I know you got a copy.
And then I believe it was the following day, he went to the bank and got a cashier's check made out to the outfit that he was leasing the house.
That he was moving into with your granddaughter and your great-grandson.
Yes.
And he and his 2 children.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And you want the money back.
Yeah, he told me that he would.
Just a second. You want the money back.
Yes.
Just from him.
Well, he's the one that asked me.
Just from him.
Yes.
No, if he came to you and he's a stranger, Mr. Ward, I mean, I know that it didn't work out.
Yes.
Because they didn't even live at the new house for very long. How many months did you live in the new house?
I'm still there.
How many months did you live in the new house?
Like 6 months.
Here's my question to you, Mr. Ward. Your granddaughter and your great-grandson lived in the house for 6 months, which means that Mr. Enright lived in the house for 6 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right? How much money was paid back to you of the $4,800 from either your granddaughter or the defendant in the 6 months that they lived there?
Nothing.
And what did you do about it?
Well, he told me that he had me paid back within 3 months.
Just a second. So after 3 months, what did you do?
I asked him for the money, and he said he hadn't forgot it.
Okay, fine. Mr. Ward, I'm going to take care of this very, very easily. I think that your granddaughter is responsible for half of what you gave them, because if you consider it a loan, then it's a loan to both of them. However, the money was for the first month's rent and security deposit. Is that right?
First and last month's rent.
Well, you're going to eat off the last month's rent. That's what most people do. So you're going to pay Mr. Ward $2,400. The other $2,400 I suggest you get from your granddaughter. So now I've taken care of your part of the case. You can have a seat. Next part of your case, Miss Ward, has to do with attorney's fees, because it is your claim that there was an altercation in the house that you were sharing with the defendant on November 18th, 2017, and that altercation resulted in your being arrested. You had to hire an attorney. The defendant had called the police. Mm-hmm. You were arrested. There was a restraining order. We both filed against each other, and you feel as if your arrest was improper, mm-hmm. and that therefore he should be responsible for your attorney's fees, which were how much?
$1,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The police arrested you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Correct? And they arrested you on that night, mm-hmm. at the house.
Yes.
What time?
I want to say around 11 p.m.
Okay. So your argument would have to be that Mr. Enright falsely reported an incident to the police which resulted in their arresting you, which mandated you getting a lawyer. I'm ready to hear it.
Okay, well, the whole night started, I had 2 girls over, and...
You had 2 friends over?
Yes, I had 2 friends over. We were barbecuing. Jason told me that he was going to be gone all weekend, so I had my girls over, just barbecuing, watching movies.
Without a melody behind it, okay? Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a melody behind you. Mm-hmm. Let's try it without the melody.
Okay.
You had 2 friends over. This, I assume, is one of them.
Yes.
You were barbecuing, and?
And we heard some noise at the front door, so we went to go look, and his friend was out front, and we didn't see Jason, and then we heard the back door getting broken into. We had one of those little doggy doors that you could just pull down, and he broke that to get into the house.
Had you locked the house?
No, it was locked, but like you could pull the doggy door down like a certain way.
I'm asking you a question.
Oh, yes, the house was locked, and he didn't have his keys.
The house was locked. Was it deadbolt locked?
Yes.
So you could only open it from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So whether he had his keys or not were irrelevant because you had deadbolted it from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a yes.
Yes.
It's like I was there, right? Frightening.
Yes.